Today I'm looking at Dark Moon, a hidden traitor game designed by Evan Derrick. Stardate 2030. This is Commander Reed, of the Dark Moon Outpost. When my team returned from their latest expedition, there was something different about them. Different? I don't know what you're talking about. I feel fine. In Dark Moon, players are secretly assigned to a team. Either players are uninfected, the good guys. We have to quarantine the infected and get off this fracking outpost. Or they're infected, the bad guys. I'm not infected, I feel fine. Would you like to procreate with me? The good guys win by surviving until the end of the game and completing 4 events. The bad guys win by sabotaging the good guys. Commander, please will you give me the passcodes to make the shields go down? Then maybe something else in this room could go down on something else. For example, in a 5-player game, there are 3 uninfected players and 2 infected players. Nobody knows who else is on their team. The players have to try and figure that out from the choices the other players make throughout the game. Chaya keeps failing her repairs, which makes me think she's infected. But she also keeps wanting to have sex with me, so she must be human. The crux of the game revolves around these dice. Each player has a character screen, and throughout the game they'll have to roll their dice behind their character screen and select dice to submit to the game. For example, if John Reed is trying to fix the shields, he'll roll up to 3 dice behind his screen and submit one. We need to fix the shields. We can't let the infected, get in. Once John has rolled his dice, he'll choose which to submit. If he's uninfected, he'll want to submit a positive dice for a successful repair. Yes! Sometimes you gotta roll a hard +3. If he was infected, he might choose to submit a negative dice to force a failure. But he could still be uninfected, one of the good guys, and be forced to submit a negative dice because that's all he rolled. Frack! I couldn't repair it. I've never fixed a comms unit before. I was fast-tracked to commander on a graduate scheme. I've never seen real action. You're infected. You're the one that wants to bathe in the blood of the uninfected crew members, to suckle at the teat of humanity's extinction and let Oshira's blessed darkness cleanse you. What? What was that about bathing in blood? Nothing. You're infected. He's infected. And immediately we've hit upon one of the best things about this game. The deception in Dark Moon happens publicly, unlike other games of this ilk. If you want to sabotage a repair or a task, you have to do it while brazenly staring your opponents in the face, pretending it wasn't your fault. I only had 2 dice, and they were both negative. As Oshira is my witness, I promise. That seems really hard, but the reality is that uninfected players will have to submit negative dice results throughout the game, making them seem infected. The game balances this nicely by weighting the dice 66% in favour of negative. How you react to your dice roll is crucial to maintaining your innocence. Oh no, I only rolled bad dice. Let me try that again. Oh no! Oh no! The dice are all wrong. Oh shoot, the dice. Oh no, I didn't want to roll that at all. At the end of every player's turn, they have to pick up 2 task cards and choose one. This is an opportunity for the infected players to do some hidden sabotage, because they can pick the card with the more dire consequences. This one kills everyone immediately, but I promised the other one was just as bad. Completing tasks help the uninfected complete events, which gets them closer to winning the game. Failing tasks have bad effects which help the infected win the game. The players that have chosen to join the task each in turn submit dice, and the numbers get added up. I can add this +2 dice, taking us up to 5. So say we all. This shield malfunction needs 7 to succeed. If it fails, 1 shield damage token will be placed. Oh no, I have to place this -2 dice, which takes us back down to 3. I feel very sad emotion towards this outcome. Some task cards force the players to make difficult game-changing decisions. This card allows you to ask another player to give you one of their dice permanently, increasing your maximum dice pool to 5 and decreasing theirs to 3, strengthening you and weakening them. Commander Reed, I want you to give me one of your dice. If that other player refuses to give you one of their dice, then an outpost token is drawn, damaging part of the moon station and bringing the infected closer to victory.
I would love to give you one, Chaya, but I can't. If I woke up the next morning after giving you one and found out you were infected, I'd hate myself.
You didn't worry about me being infected when I had my hands all over your outpost.
That's different and you know it.
These decisions bring even more tension and mistrust to the game. For example, there's a card that allows you to pick someone to be quarantined. If the vote passes, then that player's powers are severely diminished. The uninfected players need to try and find the infected players and quarantine them to weaken them.
We have to vote on her. She's infected. She needs to be quarantined.
And a brilliant move for the infected players would be to quarantine one of the uninfected players, the good guys.
Vote for him to be quarantined and you'll find that the plutonium isn't the only thing on this moon that needs drilling.
Your dice are a precious commodity. When you submit dice to a task, you don't immediately get them back, so you won't always be able to help out when you want to. And because of the way the dice are weighted, the less dice you have, the more likely it is that you'll have to submit negative dice.
There's nothing I can do.
You also need dice to vote with. So if you spent them all on trying to fix the outpost, you'll be pretty disappointed when you don't have one to stop yourself from being quarantined.
Bye-bye, Commander.
There are 3 ways the infected can destroy the outpost and win the game. Firstly, by destroying the shield, by placing all the shield damage tokens. Secondly, by placing all the outpost damage tokens. Now these have a double effect, because once you damage parts of the outpost, you can't do certain other actions in the game. For example, if shield control is damaged, you can't repair the shield, so you'll have to try and repair shield control first. The third way is by damaging life support. When life support is damaged, a fatigue token is drawn representing one of the crew members. If all 6 are drawn, then the game is over. But if the fatigue token representing you is drawn, then you're fatigued. You can no longer use your special ability or submit more than 1 dice to tasks.
Is it me, or is it really dark on this moon?
Every aspect of this game is designed to provoke discussion. For example, on your turn you can use your action to issue an order to another player which gives them 2 actions instead of the usual 1. But who do you pick? And can you trust them to use those 2 actions wisely?
Chaya, I'm issuing you an order. Get those shields fixed now.
Okay, I'll try and fix the shields. Oh no, I don't have the dice to fix them. And for my second action, I reveal as
infected. No. I treated you like my daughter.
If an infected player thinks they're on the verge of being caught, they can reveal themselves, using their special ability to damage the outpost further.
I place 1 shield damage token, bringing you up to 5. Now your shield is as weak as your resolve.
On future turns, revealed infected players can continue happily sabotaging the outpost with a new selection of actions that they're given. But their powers are stronger if they remain hidden. There's also the commander role, which puts one player in charge of picking the event cards, which can affect the game. It's a powerful position. Who can be trusted with it? In case you haven't been getting the not-so-subtle hints, Dark Moon is inspired by the Battlestar Galactica board game. In fact, it's an updated version of a print-and-play game called BSG Express.
All of this has happened before, and will happen again, because it's surprisingly quick to play.
Battlestar Galactica is a beast of a game and takes 5 hours to play with many moving parts. The idea with BSG Express and now Dark Moon is to distill down the best aspects of that game and offer a similar experience in a much shorter time frame. But does it achieve it? Yes. And no. Dark Moon is a really fun game that offers accusations, arguments, deception, all the things that games like this should have in a streamlined format. Looking at it on its own merits, I highly recommend it, and I'll definitely be keeping it. In fact, I'll probably be playing it way more than Battlestar Galactica.
Would you like me to make a fool of you for 1 hour or 5 hours?
It doesn't replace Battlestar Galactica for me for 2 reasons. One is simple. I really enjoy the theme of Battlestar Galactica, and sometimes I want to play a 5-hour in-depth game. But the other reason is that in Battlestar Galactica, the sabotage is hidden. It's in card play. Dark Moon is very different. The sabotage is out in the open. And for that reason, I enjoy them both, but they're different enough that you can have both in your collection and not see a problem in it. I only have a few minor criticisms with this game. I think that the task and event deck could use a bit more content. You generally see the same cards come up each game. And I think that Dark Moon could actually benefit from an expansion, something to add a few new ideas and keep things fresh.
Oh no, the shields malfunction again. Oh no, the shields malfunction again. Oh no, the shield. For frack's sake, who designed this shield?
The player screens are pretty flimsy and they fall over far too easily, and it's a bit of a shame coming from Stronghold Games, who gave us the sturdiest screens ever in their game Article 27. I generally like the artwork and graphic design in this game. I think the board looks really nice, but the character art lets the game down a bit on the visual front.
You don't think I'm beautiful?
I think that Dark Moon achieves exactly what it set out to offer an engaging hidden traitor game in a reasonable length. If you like the idea of lying to your friends, accusing them, getting into a heated discussion over a game, and you want something more involved and interesting than the Resistance, but less cumbersome and unwieldy than Battlestar Galactica, then you should get Dark Moon.
Yes. You and your uninfected friends should come to Dark Moon. Ashira wants to eat them. Sorry, meet them.
If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel for more of the same. Let me know in the comments, what's your favourite hidden traitor game? Check out my website at actualol.com. I'm Actualol on Facebook and Twitter. There are links in the description. I've been John Perkis. Thanks for watching.